Now, a movie is usually based on a screenplay, and the screenplay is based on a story. That story can be told in many different ways, which leads to what is known as movie synopsis or a recap of the movie. That's what most successful movie recap channels on YouTube do. Channels like the Movie Recap channel with over 1,900,000 subscribers and the Recap Lovers channel with close to 200k subscribers. What these channels do is basically being able to communicate the most important elements of a movie using effective words that tell the story in an exciting and efficient manner. Now, if you take a look at this video on the Movie Recap channel, you'll see that these are just short clips from the original movie. Let's just listen to this.
In a beautiful house on the hills, Chris lives alone with his fortune. He was the inventor behind an app called Watchdog Home Security that allows you to control your entire house from your phone, but he sold his company to Google and retired early. However, by the time he did this, it was too late. His relationship with his wife Jamie was already a mess and she asks for a divorce.
Did you hear that? Well, that was just a basic voiceover of the entire movie made with an AI software, and yet people are loving it. Judging from this high number of view counts, there is no doubt that this channel is making a good amount of money due to the high CPM in the movie niche. Not to talk about the number of subscribers who keep coming for more. Now, to be able to create these types of videos, you have to be good with words. So if you are not good with words, or you just don't know how to get started, well, the easiest way to do that is by rewriting an already written synopsis of the movie. Again, this is the same strategy most recap movies on YouTube are using. So if, for example, you make a search on Google for synopsis of the movie you want to create, in this case, Catch Me If You Can, which is the title of the movie we'll be using as a case study in this video. Google will now give you a list of websites with written synopses of the original movie you're searching for. All you have to do is click any of these links, read through the synopses, and choose any of the synopses you would like to use. But in this case, I'll recommend going with the synopsis found on the IMDb website. Why? Well, simply because it's usually detailedly written, formatted, and it gives away important plot points, which is what will keep your viewers watching the video longer. Now, the idea here is to read through this whole synopsis and rewrite it in your own words. The simple reason for rewriting the text is basically to avoid copyright claims. You see, a content like this, just like any other content online that was created by another person other than you, is copyrighted. That means the only way to use the content, be it text, video, or image, is by getting a written permission from the original content owner. Otherwise, you have to rewrite it to make it unique. Now, if you don't have the time or you are just not good with words, there is another way to go about rewriting the content. There are many rewriting tools online that will help you. In this case, I'm going to walk you through how to do that using the writer tool. If you have been following this channel, you must have noticed I've created some video in the past talking about this tool. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you how good this tool is. Instead, I'll link you to the playlist on the different ways to use the Writer AI software in the resource box below this video. So after creating your free account with the Writer AI software, you want to start by creating a new document and giving it the title of your video or the name of the movie, just for you to identify the content. After doing that, you'll be presented with this blank page, and of course, these sets of options on the left side as I showed you in the other videos. In this case though, you really don't need the options on the left side because we are going to be working only on the right side here. So you want to go back and copy the first paragraph of the synopsis on the IMDb website and come back to the Writer AI software and paste it in this blank space here at the top. Next is highlighting the first 30 to 300 characters. When you do that, this function or pop-up will appear. Here, as you can see, there are some different functions you can use to either correct the grammar of the text or improve the readability of the text you create. You also have the option to rephrase the text to make it sound different. The option also of writing a whole paragraph from the selected text, or just continue writing from the last sentence here below. In this case, of course, we are going to be using the rephrase option here. But first, let me just read through the text we want to rephrase so that you'll be able to see the difference after the writer AI tool is done rewording the text. The movie opens on an episode of the popular game show To Tell the Truth, set in 1977, where 3 contestants appear claiming to the panelists to be the legendary Frank William Abagnale, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, who impersonated an airline pilot, a lawyer, and a doctor, as well as scammed people on 3 continents for millions of dollars, all before reaching the age of 19. Frank gets asked who caught him, and he reveals the name of Carl Hanratty. Now when I highlight this portion and click on phrase here, the writer AI tool will get to work rewriting or rewording this selected text. Let's now check the rewording of the rewritten sentence or the portion we just highlighted.
The movie begins with an iconic episode of the game show To Tell the Truth from 1977, where 3 individuals are claiming to be Frank William Abagnale, Leonardo DiCaprio, who famously posed as an airline pilot, a lawyer, and a doctor. Before he had even reached the age of 19, Frank Abagnale had managed to deceive and defraud people across 3 different continents for millions of dollars. When asked who was responsible for apprehending him, he revealed that it was someone by the name of Carl Hanratty.
Now, as you go through the process of rewriting the synopsis, you'll soon notice that sometimes the first rewritten words might not be very close to the original content, or might have some wrong words within the sentences. For the wrong words, of course, you can easily correct those, but when the content is not close to the original content, you might want to rewrite that portion that is not very close to the original content, or just rewrite the entire content again. To do that, you want to again highlight it and click on rephrase. After you are satisfied with the rewording of the first portion you just copied and pasted on the writer AI tool, you want to go back to the IMDb website and select the next portion and go through the same process to make it unique. Now, you want to keep repeating the process until you have the whole synopsis rewritten in a way that it can easily be read and understood it's talking about the film you want to upload. Now that you know how to use the writer AI tool to rewrite synopsis for the movie you want to upload on YouTube, it's important to keep in mind that there are many other AI content writers you can use apart from the writer AI tool to rewrite a movie synopsis or completely create a new and unique synopsis for your video. Now, after you have completely rewritten the complete movie synopsis, you want to download it by clicking on the 3 dots on the top here and saving it as a doc file or HTML file. Article Spinner or Article Rewriter is another useful tool that allows people to rewrite their content while saving significant amount of time. The tool rewrites the content by changing words, phrases, and sentences to ensure that the original meaning of the text is preserved. The result is usually a unique and human-readable text or article. The best part about the article spinner is that it's easy to use, so you can get massive amount of content generated in a very short amount of time. Just like on Writer, you might also want to read through it and correct some of the typos as well as separate the sentences or text so it's easy to read. Here is where things start getting exciting. The next step is turning this text you just generated into a voiceover. With a good mic and a basic recording device, you can easily record yourself reading through the text, and at the end, use the recorded audio as your video background voiceover. Now, if recording your voice is not something you like to do for any reason, well, you can use a text-to-speech AI tool to help you create a background voiceover for your videos. In the next tutorial in this video series, I'm going to show you how to turn this text to a human sounding voice that you can use as your movie background sound, just like we saw on the movie recap channel. So if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, you might want to do that now so that you'll be updated when I upload the next video. And don't also forget to hit that like button below. Share the video on your preferred social site to help others who are looking for ways to create recap movies for YouTube. And with all that, I'll wrap up this video.